I think, should we just rename Daniel at this point to some variation of bot? I've been trying to think of something smart during the break and I couldn't come up with anything. So if you guys have any ideas of what on earth we should call Daniel at the moment, I'm open to suggestions, because yeah, he's really playing a different style today. If you're just tuning in for the grand final right now, we might be about to witness something truly special. D-block. Wait, D-block is actually pretty good. I like D-block. That might be the winner for me right now. Because of course, yeah, C-block, the famous bot. Dandroid. Oh, that's good as well. Wait, Dandroid is very good. Alright, well, we're just about to start the first game of the grand final anyway. AyyJayy and Daniel, best players in the day. AyyJayy taking down the favourite AyyJayy in the semis in stunning game 7. Daniel having a bit of a faster run through his side with the 4-0. But okay, let's get into the grand final and see if Dandroid can take down AyyJayy. It's going to be a complete clash of styles, probably for the first time ever between these two, as they've played a few times in the past, and for the most part, their matchups have been, you know, pretty mirrored. You know, sometimes you get stylistic differences between players. But for the majority of their one's careers, Daniel and AyyJayy have both been high-flying. They've both been air roll specialists and flip reset merchants. But today, Daniel is just driving into the ball. Who needs to flip reset when you can get under the ball and double jump? 1-0 already. Dandroid is on the board. He's just unstoppable. By the way, thank you to TCannon1221 for the gift of sub to an awkward tree. 18 months in a row. Welcome back to you. And Eros for gifting us up to Fear. Welcome back, Fear. And a shout out again to Fear for helping out stream the tournament this weekend, or this week I should say. And thank you to Avexley for the brand new, no sorry, not brand new, 7-month Prime, my mistake. And Finwags for the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel. Okay, what has AyyJayy got in store? I said that I didn't expect anyone in this tournament other than AyyJayy to have much experience playing against a player who's got this style that Daniel's rocking with today. But you know, AyyJayy has got showmatch experience against Khaled. He's got showmatch experience against Jack. He's got even showmatch experience against TRK. So while I was thinking about this particular, you know, style for AyyJayy, or going up against AyyJayy during the break there, I actually remembered, in fact, AyyJayy does have quite a lot of experience competitively. If not in ranked, then definitely, well, even in ranked he's played against Khaled a few times, Jack quite a lot. So yeah, I think actually I want to correct what I said earlier, saying that I said that Jack's really the only guy I can think of that would have a ton of experience playing against this style. Actually, I think AyyJayy does have a fair good idea of what he's up against here. He probably wouldn't have expected it from Daniel going into today, but I think after seeing what Daniel's been doing to everybody else, AyyJayy will know, okay, he's just going to drive into the ball, and I just need to remember that. He's just going to be behind the ball in every play, jumping. Okay, Daniel air rolled a bunch there though. That was a bit sneaky, sneaking him in. Hopefully we won't notice, but yeah, we were paying attention, Daniel. We saw that. Yeah, my early prediction, I think Daniel takes this. He's gone 7-0 today. He's looked completely a different level. It's completely surprising everybody that he goes up against. But I don't think this one's going to be a sweep. I think AyyJayy is going to get probably 2 games off him. That's my early prediction. Definitely a good start. The fact that he's already close in game 1 is perfect for AyyJayy. Chain dashing into position. Shot bounces off the inside of the post. So now here comes Daniel, simply driving forward, looking menacing, and now stopping to outplay AyyJayy. I mean, he's really getting a lot with very little here, isn't he? Doing such minimal moves and still outplaying his opponent at certain times. Fake flick from AyyJayy. Tries to fight for the back corner boost. Hasn't used all of his boosts in that fight though, which is key, but he gets tagged on the exit. And no nonsense from Daniel. Open net for the 3-2 lead. I mean, how long can this streak for Daniel go on? He's on a massive win streak actually in this tournament. 3-0 versus Patos, if I'm not mistaken. 3-0 versus Chronic. 4-0 versus Lineblaze. 10 game wins, although split between 2 days. Still an exceptionally impressive stat line against the best in NA. And if you can keep that up against AyyJayy, I mean, that's just something else entirely. And AyyJayy, who has just beaten AppJack, no less. A nice play there from AyyJayy, just waiting for Daniel to stop driving into him before making sure that he jumps at a safe time. When you're side by side with an opponent like this, you have to try and jump when they're not steering into you. Because if you jump when they're steering into you, the bump can be pretty savage. Which is exactly what AyyJayy's flip reset was here. Daniel has had a pretty good read on the majority of aerial plays his opponents have tried today, but that one was just perfect execution from AyyJayy. Sniping the top shelf, trying to put an end to Daniel's immense win streak that he's currently on. AyyJayy just keeping the pressure on here. Oh my, actually sniped a shot out of nowhere there. He's up for this one as well. Daniel in the area to save it. Look at the pace AyyJayy's playing with. This is no surprise from him, but it's not really, historically the counter strategy to somebody playing the way Daniel is. I mean, this is kind of what the bot Fennec players want. They want someone else to drive into the ball full speed, flip into it, like fully commit to a play. Because if someone else is giving the ball momentum while you're just sitting behind it, then you can deflect that to your favor without actually committing yourself. It's one of the reasons why you don't really want to challenge a player who's just hiding behind the ball in their back corner, because most of the ways the ball can bounce are going to favor the defender as long as they're covering goal side of their own net. That's why you don't really see too many challenges on the ball in the back corner these days. Mostly preferred to just seal the boost, go for demos, and play for a fake challenge perhaps. Wow, look at this from AyyJayy. This is absolutely ideal. This time it's Daniel that's side onto the play. AyyJayy crunches the challenge. Didn't waste any time at all getting out for that shot either. AyyJayy laying down the gauntlet here. He's seen what Daniel's done to everyone else in this tournament. He's seen that Daniel's been able to confuse and outplay all of his opponents, but now he's here to show that he is not in the same boat. He's not going to be bothered by the Daniel that he's up against today. And he's here to show that his playstyle can work against this. And he doesn't need to be the one making adaptations, trying to force Daniel to be the player switching it up, which is something no one else today has been able to do. Daniel catches the air dribble off the ceiling beautifully. And once again, he fakes high and goes low to the bottom corner. That's the second time this game that Daniel's caught AyyJayy out of position with this play. Absolutely perfect finish there from Daniel. Very convincing setup as well. Bit cringe that he is air rolling though, I'm not gonna lie. We've got to win. I realize this is going to become a bit of a war with Rizzo obviously frontlining the war against air dribble bumps. Still calling them cringe to this day, which I back a man who's willing to back himself, so I respect it. But I don't agree with it. I think it's cringe to air roll, and that obviously any air dribble bump, we should really be calling them air dribble dubs, because they're only W's if you're air dribble bumping. Now Daniels has picked up his 11th win in a row in this tournament. Did he play Fennec against Zapatos in round 1 of the lower bracket yesterday? Or was he the Octane? I can't remember what you guys informed me that he switched to. Oh no, he didn't actually. He didn't 3-0 Zapatos, but he did win 3 games straight. So I've not lied to you about the win streak he's on. Octane, okay, so he was Octane versus Zapatos. So his Dandroid gameplay just started today. A very Dandroid goal to finish off that game, by the way. The winning goal for Daniel was just as always, just driving into position. No nonsense. Yeah, who came up with Dandroid, by the way? I know you're all just going to type me smile in the chat right now, but do we know who actually wrote Dandroid first? Who's taking credit for that one? This guy? It flew off the chat because everybody wrote me smile. Well done to all of you. You're all very creative. But yeah, I don't think AyyJayy is going to make any drastic changes to his game plan yet. What he did in game 1 seemed to be working. This is pretty much his defensive style. Now, did he try to wave dash there? AyyJayy, a bit slow to accelerate back, but was that intentional? Right here, off the bump. Can't tell if he was trying to wave dash there or if he was trying to bounce the back end of his car up and then wave dash. I mean, it would make more sense just to wave dash. Oh dear, he's botched that half flip. Daniel could have scored there. If Daniel absolutely booms the ball top left, it's a goal. AyyJayy can't cover the whole net if he's half flipping like that. It's just not possible. Of course, Daniel would need to speed flip pretty quickly as well. You can't be saving boost. If you think your opponent's going to half flip the incorrect direction, you can just score with a perfect speed flip followed up by a banger to the side of the net that they're furthest away from. It's the second time today that I've noticed AyyJayy doing this. He's half flipped kickoff quite a few times, but he is doing it on the side where it takes him longer to get back to his goal, which is quite interesting to note. Can't tell you off the top of my head if he's done it from the other side or if he's only been doing it from that one. He's going to be on the board here, surely. AyyJayy not taking any chances. It's always smart to do that with your open nets when the opponent's way out of the game. Just take a few touches on it. Don't just bang it from distance and hope that your accuracy is good. If you've got extra time, take extra touches. Yeah, AyyJayy has had a lot of success with his challenges today. He's been very good at sneaking in from distance, obscuring his line of attack by hiding behind the ball. He's going to need to do better than that to get past Android defense, though. It wasn't just the unstoppable single jump offense from Daniel in the last game, it's the defense as well, the last series I should say. He's been an absolute wall in the goal line at times. Now chasing AyyJayy up the side wall. AyyJayy looking to slide the ball into the bottom corner there, but Daniel's there to save it. Now the flick from AyyJayy leaving a bit to be desired as well. Not that AyyJay's lacking in any kind of speed. He's darting back into position at a great rate of knots every time that he gets a chance to do so. Here he comes again with another aerial play. I mean, this is hard to defend for most players. Daniel's really forcing AyyJayy to go perfect on every single one of these, though. He's covering the majority of the net. And AyyJayy knows that anything other than a perfect shot is not going to be sufficient against Daniel today, who just launches in an infield pass from AyyJayy. I mean, AyyJay's obviously trying to clear this. He wants to hit it across the other side of the field, but Daniel's just there. And of course, he bangs it in the top corner. No doubt about Daniel's long shot accuracy. Well, look at that. The ball's absolutely stayed stationary on that kickoff. AyyJay's going to try and cut in field with it. Daniel jumps over the demo and then gets to botting it up in the midfield again. There he is. Just flying around him. I mean, this is just pure intimidation from Daniel here. He is just showing AyyJayy that he doesn't care that AyyJayy has got an air dribble coming at him. He doesn't care. He's saying, I'm over here just flying. You can get to my goal whenever you feel like it. I'll be there to save it when you do. That's exactly what's happened. Daniel's faked a couple jumps, and then as soon as AyyJayy does commit, Daniel's there to outplay him and score a fourth goal. I mean, he's making this look so simple for himself. You wonder why no one's ever done this to AyyJayy before. Then you've also got to remind yourself, this is Daniel we're talking about. This is a player with some of the best natural ability to the game that we've ever seen. And when you combine that power with the simple trick of not air rolling, you've got yourself a winning package. Now, did AyyJayy try and mind game this? If he did, that is a really convincing mind game. I've got to see again if he actually had the second reset there. Oh no, he kind of went for a 50, but he didn't shoot the ball towards the area of the goal that Daniel was covering. So good play from AyyJayy there. And Daniel, I think, would have saved it if it was on target, but the fact that AyyJayy just simply got behind the ball with the last flip is favourable for him. And look at this, Daniel catches the ball and steers it into the net. AyyJayy thinking it's a boost battle. It's not a boost battle, it's a ball battle. And yes, you can have the boost. You can jump over a dangerous demo. But Daniel is running away with this once again. Minute to go. And Daniel's been so effective once he gets a hold of the ball today that looks like an almost insurmountable lead. This has to be tilting to play against. It certainly is. I mean, the one difference I'm noticing... Oh, what a flick by AyyJayy. The one difference I'm noticing about Daniel and the way that he's doing this compared to the other players who have kind of played similarly to Daniel's offense today, just minimal air roll, you know, a lot of low 50 threat, a lot of mind game threats. You know, although I listed off a few players who have done this from the Middle East in the past, they're all extremely aggressive defenders. What we're seeing from Daniel is kind of like he's trusting himself to defend the goal in the same way that a player like Rawas or Lionblaze would. And he's pairing that up with just the very consistent offense. So I mean, it's just a pretty hard combination to beat, isn't it? When you've got Daniel defending as well as he is, and then just simply being stronger in every challenge. I mean, what are you supposed to do? This is just it's hard to watch. Let time run. I'm going to restart my PC, says AyyJayy. So I'll just say okay to that one. AyyJay's going to go for a quick restart. Daniel is going to practice not air rolling. It's really quite impressive that he's remembered not to air roll as well as he has, because Daniel's he's a really air rolly player historically. So now the fact that he's just managed to restrain himself, the fact that he's managed to be so disciplined in this matchup and the two prior, very impressive to me. I mean, I'm a massive fan of this style. I love what I'm seeing. And I truly do hope that you guys see the brilliance of this as well, and that you're not thinking that this is just silly that it works. Are we going to get an interview with Daniel after this? I'm going to be completely honest with you. No. After this, I'm going to bed. After this, I'm going straight to bed because I'm going to cast RLCS tomorrow. I've got to get up and... what is it now? It's 4:45 AM. I've probably got to get up... latest I can get up to make my call time would be like... Well, to comfortably make my call time. Listen, I don't want to get up and then just straight away jump on the RLCS stream and be like, "What's up, guys? I'm here in the EU pre-show. How are y'all doing?" Nah, I want to like get up, shower, have breakfast at early afternoon, and then just have a cup of coffee. You know, just like actually properly wake up for the show. I don't want to just roll out of bed and be like, "All right, guys, how you doing? Time to cast some Rocket League." Like, you've got to have a bit of a window here. His chat off, says AyyJayy. Wait, is Daniel typing anything? I can't see if Daniel's typing anything. I'll just let him know I can see his chat. I haven't seen anything from Daniel in game. So if Daniel's been typing anything, I don't think I've been able to see that. But actually, after this, I'm not going to go straight to bed. I'm probably going to eat something because I'm pretty hungry. I probably going to have a wee snack, and then I'm going to go to bed like after 30 minutes or something. But I'm definitely going to go off and start like winding down and getting ready to sleep after this series is done, because it's now 10 to 4 in the morning. So that's my plan is. Hold on a second. I've just realized that AyyJay's in the Fennec. Are we going to see bot AyyJayy as well? No, he's air rolling. Stop it. Stop it, AyyJayy. Give the people what they want. Unbind air roll. Right, let's really hone in on AyyJayy here and see if he's going to subscribe to the bot Fennec Overlord playstyle. I don't know if that's what he's planning here. He's definitely rapidly darting around the field like he did in the Octane, so no changes there. But yeah, definitely nothing too flamboyant from the man as well. He's not really had too many opportunities to make the big aerial plays that we saw when he was in the Octane yet. I should host an unbind air roll 1v1. That would actually be genius. I think I might do that. That would actually be genius. I do, by the way, I said I'm not going to interview Daniel tonight. I definitely want to like hear his thoughts on this new playstyle. I want to hear what he's up to, what he really thinks about this. Is it just an ace that he's going to have up his sleeve? Is this a complete playstyle change that we're likely to see him just, keep going for a while? Yeah, I just want to hear the man's thoughts on it, but I can't do it tonight, I'm afraid. Cannot do it tonight. Okay. What have we got, AyyJayy? What have we got? He could air... Okay, I thought he could air dribble off that, but he's going to switch sides and air dribble off the wall instead. This is a more efficient takeoff than ground to air dribble, so it makes sense. I'm seeing way too many air rolls. Cringe. Massive cringe. Too many air rolls. Not interested. Next. Skip. Somebody's going to just have tuned in and not know what on earth we're talking about here. They're just going to be like, what? How dare the caster skip that goal? That was a great goal. I want to see it again. Well, lucky for you, we might, because here goes AyyJayy from the same position, still air rolling, still flip resetting, still going, and dunking in another goal. So there you go. We don't need replays, because in 1v1, you're probably going to see it again anyway. Skip. Right, next. He's probably going to do it again. AyyJayy, he's 2 for 2 from the back corner, so bit cringe, but very successful. Can't hate on success. And I got... It's not actually cringe. I know somebody's going to be tilted about this. Not actually cringe. I'm joking. I hate that I have to say it, but I'm not serious. This is more like it. No! Daniel, why do you have to tarnish a beautiful double jump pop open net with a disgusting... what is that? Get that off my screen. Why is he watching the replay? Stop it. I did skip it. I was trying to skip, but Daniel wouldn't let me. He forgot. Yeah, maybe the muscle memory just kicked in and Daniel's like, oh yeah, whoops. Just wanted to score. Yeah, definitely must-win game for AyyJayy. Being serious for a second here. Must-win game for AyyJayy. It's going to be a long road back if Daniel wins this one. AyyJayy just trying to pop the ball to buy himself some time here. Daniel's quickly going to accelerate into position and take away said time. That's a pretty hefty bounce though. AyyJayy could have scored that. He didn't get the contact he needed to hit it on target before the net was closed. Is cringe actually a banned word? Wait, really? I didn't do that. I didn't realize cringe was banned. Wait, is cringe actually banned? That's kind of funny. Wait, did one of my mods ban cringe? Who banned cringe? Who banned cringe? Probably one of the mods doesn't like it. Somebody type cringe. Oh, that's what Rizzo's tweet was about. Oh. Which one of the mods banned cringe? Mechanis banned it. Why did he... Is he here to explain? I wonder why he banned it. There was like... I think there was one game yesterday where there was definitely an overuse of like... not even just the word cringe, but like the... I think there was just a bit of over the top, like... edginess in the chat. And that might have been when it happened. But it kind of says here, who said I did it? Lavau. Oh, he didn't even do it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know it was bad. Like, I thought, you know what I thought when Rizzo tweeted this? Rizzo, for anyone who's not aware, tweeted something like, I can't tweet, I actually can't tweet cringe, not tweet. I actually can't type cringe when somebody scores an air dribble cringe, of course he means air dribble bumper demo, in Johnny's chat, and this is a crime and a real problem in the Rocket League community. I thought he just meant that my community didn't agree with him and therefore he didn't feel comfortable typing cringe when an air dribble bump happened. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that's what he meant. But what he meant is that the word cringe was literally banned in my chat and he physically couldn't type it. So, yeah, I just misunderstood that, my mistake. I think I retweeted it anyway, I still thought it was funny. Oh dear, well AyyJay's just been... He's been outbotted on that one. I mean, you can switch to the Fennec, but Daniel's been practicing this for a while now. And he just completely muscled him off this. Of course Daniel's going to stay on this. No Fennec in their right mind would go for boost there. Of course you're going to go for the ball. It was also just the correct play to make, as is this. Daniel buying himself a bunch of time. Now he does have boost to defend with. And more of the pitch to work in those little fakes and feints before making a real challenge. And that there is a great example of why it's good to pressure the ball on low boost after kickoff, because if you go for your back corner boost and then you turn around to defend, you don't have a lot of time to actually do much defending. Another Beautiful. No air roll, air dribble from Daniel. We might see another one here. Fantastic stuff. Unstoppable move. And yep, it's in. No surprise whatsoever. You can't defend this. It's not possible. Look at him go. He's just flying into the ball. And it's in the top bin, of course. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful gameplay by Daniel once again. He has now won 13 games in a row since he went to the lower bracket in this tournament. You know, in fact, I'm not even going to lie. I was about to say I hate to say I told you so, but I actually love that I told you so. That is just how bad the Dominus is. Daniel in the Dominus, 1-3 in the upper bracket, and then he's straight down to the lower bracket. Switches to the Octane, 3-1. You know, pretty good car, 3-1. Then he switches to the bot Fennec, actually undefeated, 100% win rate, hasn't even dropped a game. Like, if that isn't proof that the Dominus is complete garbage, and you've all got to stop playing it in my ranked games, then I don't know what is. Oh, look at this. Daniel jumping off the post to get the save. I mean, that's actually brilliant because he didn't have a lot of boost to cover all the net, so by being in the post, he actually has a ton of sideways coverage that he wouldn't otherwise have. Very, very interesting positioning. Yeah, watch out for Daniel's low boost pressure off kickoffs. If he loses a kickoff, and by losing a kickoff I mean if AyyJayy has the ball and boost, what Daniel will usually do is stay on him. He'll keep pressuring the ball because if you give your opponent 100 boosts on the kickoff and time to turn around and attack while you go get back corner boost, you pretty much just have to defend your goal and there's not really any pressure you can put on the ball before the shot comes in. Look at this from Daniel. Beautiful flight to the ceiling. And the half flip out of the air to perfectly intercept AyyJayy's shot. And now he's just going to park up in front of AyyJayy and assert dominance. Score's 0-0, but we all know who's winning. I mean, really, all Daniel's trying to do when he low boost pressures the ball here. Oh, that's really nice by AyyJayy, how he managed to land on the back wall. But all Daniel's trying to do when he's low boost pressuring the ball is give himself time to buy himself time to get boost. That's all he's trying to do. He doesn't really care about scoring, doesn't really care about dispossessing his opponent. He just wants to keep them busy until he has time to get boost, and hopefully he can keep them in their half while he does all that. So then you've got the whole pitch to weave in those challenges and weave in those fakes. Okay, AyyJayy, 1-0. Obviously Daniel's going to score here though, so it's 1-1. Yep, no problem at all. I mean, minimal air roll here. Sometimes you do need just a little bit of air roll right there. I mean, you're not going to be able to reset from that takeoff if you're coming off the wall and you want to reset under the ball. You have to air roll, but absolutely no more than was absolutely necessary there from Daniel. He's showing true restraint, true commitment to the play style by just not air rolling unless he absolutely has to. I mean, here he's trying to like get back to the ball. That's why he's air rolled, because if you don't air roll here, steering isn't going to get you there quickly enough. Watch again, he kind of bounces off the ball. Now if he doesn't air roll back around, he's not going to get back to it. So I can already hear you all saying, listen, Daniel's he's really not sticking to the plan here, but I still think that qualifies as minimal air rolling. Also, if he doesn't like cushion the blow on the first touch, it's going to probably kick off away from him. So really, I'd just call that perfect mid-air car control, perfect mid-air ball control by Daniel. Oh, he's just got such awareness as well, doesn't he? Heard AyyJayy coming, gets away from him and deletes the ball. It's once again just gone from the pitch. Blink and you miss it. Top bins halfway line flick from Daniel. AyyJayy completely stuck for what to do. Okay, on this side his half flip kickoff actually works out, because this is the side that he half flips towards, it seems. So that one's fine. He can save pretty much any shot there, except maybe an absolutely perfect shot. Oh no, Daniel's stuck. Stuck on the post after saving the initial shot here. Look at Daniel, he lands on the post and he can't move. I'm pretty sure like his back left wheel and his front right wheel were on the wall there, and his other two wheels were airborne, so he's like, what do I do? So maybe if I just stay here and don't move, AyyJayy won't see me. So obviously Daniel's just going to drive into the ball and score. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy when you think about it. When you really truly get on the bot Fennec vibe, it is so simple. Just drive into the ball. It's not that deep. You know, who would flick when you could just drive into the ball in a Fennec and score without any risk? Yeah, a bit of a shepherd moment there from Daniel. Type 1 in chat if you understand that reference. That was a very nice catch shot there from AyyJayy. Saw a couple of these from Daniel in the I think second game of the series, or was it the no? It was the first game of the series. Obviously, way too much air roll to really qualify for a top 10 goal of the day, but still pretty interesting. That from Daniel. I think he went for a wave dash recovery kickoff there, but he leaned back a bit, or he hit the ball a bit too high, so after leaning back, he was just in a position to flip into it. A lot of you guys didn't understand the Shepherd post reference. If you don't know what that is, I've got a video on my YouTube channel I think you might enjoy. It's called All-Star Bot versus Bronze Player, or a Bronze Player versus All-Star Bot, something like that. It's one of my, I think it's one of my top 10 most viewed videos. And I don't recommend, like, whenever friends of mine, like real life friends of mine, ask about my YouTube channel, there are really not many videos I tell them to go watch from my channel because they're all cringe. But I'm very proud that we got 1 million views on a Bronze Player facing an All-Star Bot like 5 years ago or something. Like, that was when my channel peaked. Oh, great save from Daniel. Took the deep line into the back of the net there to stay away from any potential bump. He might try to catch AyyJayy in the landing. Thought about it. I mean, just getting underneath your opponent there can really throw them off as Daniel now tries to drive through AyyJayy. AyyJayy saw it coming. He's adapting to Dandroid, but there it is. Daniel just getting underneath AyyJayy, completely spins him around. Now AyyJay's conceded the entire pitch. He's going to need to put in a very nice save, which he does. He's stayed low on the last 2 plays that Daniel sent towards him. It looks like he just didn't dodge quickly enough there. Timed out before he could get the shot off. Now Daniel, the double demo might be on here. Might not even need to go for it though. AyyJayy spawns far side, and Daniel just slots in his 5th goal of the game. Yeah, AyyJayy is just really, I don't think he's gone bot enough in this matchup. He really, I reckon, had to just get really robotic with this one. If he just, you know, tried to emulate Daniel, I know a player, oh dear. Well, now he really is full bot Fennec. We're starting to see the full transformation of Daniel now. It's the own goals accidentally. But yeah, I think if AyyJayy, a player as mechanical as AyyJayy, it's going to be so easy to start playing like this if he just really thinks about it. So I think, you know, clear misplay there. Daniel's going to probably get back to this. AyyJay's got to be quick here, not quick enough. Great recovery from Daniel. Oh, has he been bumped into position here? I think AyyJayy just bumped Daniel into position on this. Of course, he's got to get a move on himself. He's trying to get back to save the shot, and he might have actually just accelerated Daniel into position. He was trying to get back and maybe demo Daniel, maybe interfere. Instead, he sees himself trailing with just 20 seconds left. Here comes AyyJayy. He's already air-rolled too much, so we know he's not going to score. Oh no, never mind, he did. Okay, I was about to be so happy if Daniel just like plowed through that ball and dominated the 50, but he went for the wrong play, unfortunately. So the bot Fennec has been outplayed. But truth be told, I'm actually pretty glad we might see an overtime here. AyyJayy trying to do what no one else has done today and take a game off Daniel. This is the best chance anyone's had. Perfect catch. AyyJay's through. And not only that, but it's off the back of a 50-50, and he just leaned back into it. He's starting to get the hang of this. He's starting to get the bot Fennec tricks down pat. But he's not done yet. AyyJayy has to defend one more play, and he does so in the simplest way possible by simply rolling the ball into the ground. He's on the board, ladies and gentlemen. We've got game 5. We've got a Daniel L for the first time today. The 13-game win streak in this tournament has just been ended. AyyJayy digging deep and showing that he's still fighting for this, even if there's a long way back. It really is a long way back, isn't it? Now, AyyJayy, I really want to see him just go for an air dribble 50-50, because Daniel's had so much success with him. I think if AyyJayy tried to air dribble 50-50 Daniel, there's no way Daniel's going to see it coming at this point. AyyJay's played for so many air dribble reset and actually committing to the flicks once he does have the resets, that if he just plays for an air dribble 50-50 or an air dribble reset 50, I don't think Daniel's going to see it coming. Even if AyyJayy goes for some kind of bump on the end of it, I don't think Daniel's going to see that either. Oh, great stuff. Well, he did plenty bumps on this one. He needed that last bump as well. Daniel was going to recover and save this. Nice little tap there from AyyJayy. And that one right there, he needed that. Daniel was going to get back to the ball. Yeah, I reckon air dribble bump, air dribble 50. Probably air dribble 50 is AyyJayy's best bet to surprise Daniel. Like right here, if he just gets behind the ball and goes into it. Yeah. It's hard for Daniel to see that coming because AyyJayy's flicked the ball from so many of these positions that Daniel's just likely to cover high, as he does here. Pre-jumps, and then yeah, AyyJayy's just going to go low underneath him. So, for once I get to sound smart. Happens every once in a while. Oh, look at this. Daniel actually reversing into position. We've got a bit of a chess match in the kickoff. This is getting interesting though, because I think AyyJayy, he knows what he's up against now. Oh, he didn't cover himself there, but yeah, he definitely fully understands what he's up against. I think now with perfect execution of his game plan, he can, if he keeps on like trying to surprise Daniel with his aerial plays, it is winnable. You know, he's got a functional offensive strategy now, and he's starting to see a lot more of the ball, which is also a big help when you're going for, you know, big aerial plays like AyyJayy is. Well, that's a bang, and Daniel is back in front, 3-2. Very high impact point from both players on their wave dash kickoff setups as they're coming in for these. You'll notice there that Daniel's actually been almost rolled over backwards a couple times when he tries to single jump into the ball. I don't know if that is intentional. I mean, it's usually a mistake to do that because you can just allow your opponent to barrel right through you, but I mean, it might be some kind of play that Daniel's attempting to counter AyyJayy's wave dash recovery kickoff, because obviously if both players do it and the ball bounces up in between them, then you might be able to in fact just use your dodge on the ball rather than for a wave dash. So this could actually be a strategy here, especially since we're seeing it multiple times. Makes me think that it's not a misplay from Daniel and he is in fact intending to get a high contact point with his initial jumping touch. Definitely need to pay close attention to that though, because it won't work against anything other than somebody else wave dashing or setting up a wave dash recovery for themselves. Don't imagine it would do very well against just a standard kickoff that would really just go straight through you like nothing. Arsenal putting himself below Rettles in ones right now, is it? Anyway, Arsenal, I heard you beat Evo today. That's pretty good. Evo looked decent, actually looked very good this weekend. He was able to beat Dominus, Daniel. I don't think he would have had a chance against Dandroid, but yeah, Daniel in the inferior car certainly. Well, look at that. So Daniel actually faking the air double 50 there, then trying to air roll into the ball. Just kind of air rolling forwards though to get maximum power at the last second. That's a monster of a flick from AyyJayy. Very nicely done. I mean, both these guys have had huge flicks in the Fenix today. Perfect ceiling challenge from Daniel. AyyJayy stopped short of striking range. Still had a recovery on the back end of it, and now a boost seal on the follow-up of his next shot. Daniel circling for a few small pads, actually has quite a lot of boost, probably more than AyyJayy would expect in this position, and just plants himself in the way of the shot and manages to stop it short of a threat. Daniel sticking right in the middle here, didn't want to give any chance for AyyJayy to start a counter-attack while he's stealing boost away. Like I said earlier, this is I think the turning game in the series. This is it right here. AyyJay's got to win, but Daniel has just steered the ball about as far wide past him as you can go, while also getting it back on target. I mean, he got bumped there as well. He still managed to put it in. 90 seconds. left in game 6. Or sorry, game 5. I can't count. Or did I just leak the script? I'll have to wait and see. Daniel just playing for the boost steal here. AyyJayy actually showing us a little bit of mathematics here. See, if you just drive in a straight line and your opponent's taking the scenic route up in the air, then back down again, you will actually overtake them. AyyJayy beats him to the boost. And yeah, honestly, nice job by AyyJayy there, reading that Daniel wouldn't shoot on target, because a lot of players would have just started back to their net there, conceded the boost advantage, and been on the defensive. Instead, AyyJayy just identified there wasn't really a threat in the position and went for the boost while he could. Daniel trying to surprise AyyJayy with a flick. Of course, he's played a lot of low 50s, a lot of mind games, so switching high for the flick does make sense. Daniel faking one way, cuts in field, perfectly times the boost respawn. AyyJayy's running empty here, but he's got momentum. Daniel had to use all that 100 boost at mid to get away. Now he's got 100 in the back corner, so does AyyJayy. Daniel looking for that fake air dribble into the low 50 once again. Has to steer away from a threatening demo from AyyJayy. So as we get to the closing stages of the game, it's in fact AyyJayy that's running the show here. It's limited Daniel to very few chances, and now he puts him down by 2. Oh, look at this. Daniel losing his bearings a little bit. Tried to fly onto the back wall, accidentally hits his own post, and falls over inside the net while AyyJayy scores. Well, we really will be going to game 6 if this keeps up. AyyJayy not able to get to the boost as quickly as Daniel is. Daniel with another mind game sort of shot, but he has to score now. He had to just cut in field and flick it. AyyJayy shuts the door on it. He's going to get 2 games in a row now. Is it all falling apart for Daniel? Has AyyJayy downloaded the bot? Has he finally figured it out and come up with a winning playstyle? I did call it 4-2, yeah, I've already changed it. But yeah, obviously no playstyle change necessary for Daniel. He's playing Rocket League the optimal way, so he knows that it's execution. That's the only issue he's got. It all comes down to execution. When you're playing bot Fennec style, you're already playing peak Rocket League. You don't need to worry about strategy. It's all about refining the little things for Daniel. He's got to try and surprise AyyJayy more than he did in that last game. A lot of those low 50s are being read now. AyyJay's not pre-jumping as much as he was earlier. Daniel just has to get a couple more threatening shots up high to then surprise AyyJayy with those low 50s later on in the series. Yeah, it's a very good point actually. I would love to see more air dribble bumps from Daniel to really, you know, round out his bot Fennec style. That's something we've not seen enough. We've seen pretty much everything. We've even seen an accidental own goal that was extremely bot Fennec-y. But yeah, not enough air dribble bumps. Not even air dribble bumps, just pop bumps. I mean, bot Fennec is all about just like popping the ball and then just not even having to fly after your opponent. You just jump into them. Like that's the true bot Fennec physical play. So definitely want to see that from Daniel. And you know, we're saying that he's had too many low 50s, too many mind games in the last game. AyyJay's starting to just stay low in a lot of his challenges and counter those. Well, you know, little pop bumps are a good way to mix things up as well without actually committing to a flick or a shot. Oh, there we go. Now that's what you like to see. Lovely on the finish as well there from Daniel. An extremely botty goal, just completely confusing his opponent and coming out the better in a little tussle off the ball as well. Daniel trying to go for the bump a bit early here. He initially hit the ball in the well, one area of the goal that AyyJayy was quite comfortable saving. That's why we did see a bunch of air roll from Daniel there. Oh, he almost flew down to save this, but AyyJay's actually the one to connect with the air dribble bump before Daniel can. It's a very nice technique there from AyyJayy. It doesn't look like he's going to go for an air dribble bump in the initial setup. He's not leaning underneath the ball until quite late in the shot. It's very difficult to see that coming. AyyJayy trying to pinch the ball from a bit of a tricky position. He had a recovery planned, which takes away a lot of the risk factor there. Great strength from AyyJayy there. He's been destroyed on the sidewall, but before that we saw quite a lot of resilience to Daniel's attempted physical play on him. And look at the accuracy from AyyJayy as well. He's tied the game with a point-blank range flick. Daniel, a bit careless. Just lost control of the ball. He was looking to run that into the corner, take the boost, land the ball for himself, but AyyJayy comes in and takes it from him. AyyJayy showing a bit too much of the goal there for Daniel to aim at for my liking. Daniel couldn't get the shots off quickly enough still. Getting demos when he needs them. Clutch spawn though from AyyJayy. Defends the net for now. Daniel's looking for the boost on spawn. It's there for him. So much pressure on AyyJayy. Just one small misstep and you're dead. One small misstep and you're scored on. The constant threat of Dandroid is starting to take its toll. Chain dash is starting to make him panic as well. I mean, AyyJayy knew something was coming here. Off the ball, he knew he was going to be hunted. Daniel goes right through him. Has a bit more of a conventional wave dash recovery kickoff here. Looks like AyyJayy went for it as well. And, you know, as you can see, if you're bouncing off the top of the ball like this, then you're not going to get your landing quickly enough to actually use your wave dash, which is the whole point of the kickoff. If you're not on the ground quickly, then your opponent will just run away from you. Oh dear, AyyJayy's now missed a fairly easy shot. That's something that really caused problems for him against Jack. He missed quite a few touches in Game 6 in particular. A game that really got away from him in that matchup. Oh my goodness, what a save. But AyyJayy's there for it. Well, I think maybe briefly tilting there for Daniel. He'll be pretty annoyed that a save as impressive as that one has been countered by AyyJayy simply landing in position to score it. Still, Daniel just 2 minutes away from tournament victory. $2,100 for the winner of this tournament. $1,000 for second place. So this is an $1,100 1v1 right here. Daniel, off the back of grounded play and demos, starting to control the outcome of the match here. And I expected it to be more off the back of his own offensive plays that he'd start to integrate those physical plays, but it's actually Daniel catching AyyJayy out of position when AyyJayy is trying to make a play. That's really led to a lot of his success in Game 6. AyyJayy too close there for Daniel to really play for a demo, so he just shipped it up and over him as well. AyyJayy trying to bait Daniel in there. Daniel's not having any off it. Daniel knows he's got a huge boost advantage and he just doesn't want to give AyyJayy anything to work with. AyyJayy desperate to force the ball into an even position so he can run and grab boost, but Daniel is making no mistakes. Full control. Time dwindling for AyyJayy, still at a deficit of 2. Still unsure what to do against this new Daniel that has been running through everybody in this event. AyyJayy's put up the best fight, but even he looks like you might be about to fall late in the series. Will he finally get a chance to get an attack started? Daniel's just been keeping the ball away from him and letting the clock do the work for him. Once again, like he has so many times today, using the inside of the post to set up defensive run-ups, and now Daniel lunges in. He knows AyyJayy wants time. He knows AyyJayy wants to get up close and personal and put an undefendable shot on target. Daniel's not going to give him that space. He's just all over him, just denying AyyJayy any realistic chances to score, but now AyyJayy's got one. This is the best one he's had yet. Massive mind game. Daniel's fallen for it. And eventually, AyyJayy gives Daniel a taste of his own medicine. What a fake. Using the run up there to bait Daniel into pre-jumping, but it's so key here that AyyJayy gets the ball. He's on the right side that he can actually half flip and get away with this, but Daniel's countered it. That's perfect play from Daniel. The hard counter to the half flip kickoff, taking the ball to the back corner and a demo on the landing. might seal the deal. What's Daniel going to go for here? Will he commit for another goal? No, he wants mind game, revenge. AyyJayy not going to give him that satisfaction, but I think Daniel will take the win quite happily in 6. Daniel is victorious. It seemed like an inevitability, but AyyJayy really made him work for that. 4-2 the final score. And I think if AyyJayy just had a little bit more of an idea what he was going to be up against at the start of the series, we could have easily seen 7 games, maybe even an AyyJayy win. But today, Daniel really switched it up on his NA opponents here and hit them with something they weren't expecting. Yeah, AyyJayy probably the most experienced against this kind of style with his international 1v1 experience, but yeah, Daniel doing it different from anyone, to be honest. I don't think anything really prepares you for Dandroid